jail. Yeah, this is not a real thing. Man. Yeah, you know that nighttime, daytime she don't see me, acting like a pocket holding 50. This ain't Disney.
Him while recording.
Like Paul Wall, I might just put a grill in. Boy, go get your paw paws chili with the chili. You know me, pull a Pluto move, take white Scottie Pippen. Like it beef with from every bad in the city. Keep that doggy in a 360 deal, pulling gimme. What's that? Mind your business. Sports Center, Rodeo, put a kill it. Before I ate, I need a closet like a clothing store. I need a cash register. I feel abused, pulling on my belt. You need help with something? Pump the gas or something. Order ticket.
Welcome, everybody, to another presentation of the NBA Live on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony. And with us from the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. A moment now to check out some numbers for Kristaps Porzingis.
And, guys, he's fighting it a little bit at the free throw line. In the past 10 games, the stroke just hasn't been what we saw earlier in the season. He'll be trying to right that ship here tonight.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. White in at shooting guard, with Brown playing small forward. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Holiday in at the point. And for the Lakers, outside the wings are Reeves and James. Jackson Hayes is out there with Rui Hachimura. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. So, RJ, this is exactly how you want to end the season, right? Both of these teams fighting for playoff position.
It's amazing how, after an entire season of games, your seeding can be determined tonight. Shows you how close things are in the NBA at any given moment.
Now, Doncic following Drew Holiday's three-point attempt. And that one drops.
And he's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you. You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's Tatum. There's the triple. Rebound the Lakers. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
Now, here's Brown, his last outing with 20 points. Here's Holiday. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You talk to coaches about Holiday, they trust his decision-making on both ends.
Pass to Hayes. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he He's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
Here's Holiday. Finished off the break. Holiday's got his second basket of the game.
Excellent court awareness from Holiday. He got out ahead and finished off the break.
Doncic outside. Over Holiday. Los Angeles with another miss. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Down low. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there's not much you can do defensively.
Pass to James. Lakers working the ball around now. Back to Doncic. Reeves outside. And here is Hachimura. 5 to shoot. And that one hits back iron. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, Kevin. Briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. He noted how much extra film they're watching heading into this. And one guy that jumped out at them was Kristaps Porzingis. He said scoring over that guy is a challenge. It's not just the size, it's how well he positions himself. And he's a patient shot blocker. He waits for you to make your move. See how they approach it. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Here's Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Really unacceptable letting Porzingis get that kind of positioning. Once he's established, it's over.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hachimura. Now, here's Doncic. Last game he had 28 points. And Finney-Smith gets it to go.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
Here's White. And White with the stuff.
Look at the handles. Gets through the D and then powers it home.
Such a pretty move inside. Clark, how do you stop that? And he comes up with the deuce. Hayes has got his second bucket of the night.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Austin making a switch here. Horford's checked in.
Second team. Celtics substitution. Number 42.
Doncic against Holiday.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Rebounded by the Lakers. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
The poor rebounding is something that they'll have to shore up going forward. It puts you at such a disadvantage when you look at the battle of possessions.
Austin with the ball. Following the bucket by the Lakers. Brown the pass to Horford. Here's Porzingis, covered by Hayes. From the low block, and it's good off the glass. 6 points for Porzingis.
Nice shot, Porzingis, with the length and the touch.
Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always been a good player, but his recent fit has really improved his play.
Celtics making a switch here.
Peyton Pritchard.
The Celtics have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic, and the Lakers turn it over again. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Drew Holiday.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Here's Brown. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
To the inside. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Celtics leading by 4. It's tipped. Doncic outside. Here's James. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
A real threat from the in-between area. LeBron wastes no time firing when he gets to that spot.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. That doesn't go either for Brown. Los Angeles has gone 0 of 2 from deep here. LeBron kicks to Hayes. From deep three-point land. Rebounded by Hauser. Puts up a 3. Trains the three-pointer.
3 points.
5 seconds left here in the first quarter. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Celtics out in front, up 5. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Boston.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
And another thing, guys, they've been very active tonight, frequently creating scoring opportunities off turnovers.
They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Austin Reeves out there with Vincent. Then it's Connect. And it's Vanderbilt in at the 4. That's the group for the Lakers to start the second quarter. Here's Pritchard. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
The kick out to Tatum. Wide open. Pass to Pritchard. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Right wing. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Vincent. Vincent's got his first 2 points of the night. Here's Pritchard, defended by Vincent. Tatum a screen. Hauser gets the three-pointer to fall. Hauser's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. And Reeves has got the ball here for the Los Angeles Lakers. Pass to Vincent. The Lakers moving the ball around. Here's Connect. Horford with the rebound. Boston leading by 5. Hauser the pass to Horford. And a dunk by Horford.
Bringing the heat, Horford goes for the rim with real intensity.
The Lakers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Pritchard. The kick out to Tatum. And again, Boston with the triple.
Bringing that three-point percentage up quite a bit this quarter, shooting it well. The lead's going to get a little bit bigger if they can keep this up.
Pass to Finney-Smith. Over Horford. Misses off the left iron. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Tatum wide open, he fires one. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Hachimura, he's checked in for Vanderbilt. James comes in for Connect, and Luka Doncic subbed in for Vincent. It's stolen by White. The three from Tatum. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Doncic outside to halt the run, and he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Night in, night out, Brown just makes plays.
On the wing, James. LeBron's just too strong inside.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Doncic with the steal. Lakers trail by 10. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Can't cash in from close range. And the dunk by Brown.
And very early on, Brown learned how to finish through contact, an essential skill for an NBA player to master.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Jason Tatum. Here's Holiday. Out to Porzingis. This one for three. Hits the three-point bomb. Porzingis has got 9 points.
So that range we talk about from Porzingis, so important to this team's offensive structure.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Outside, White. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Just enough resistance to force them as barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Celtics leading by 11. Here's Brown. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Brown's got 6 in the quarter.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
LeBron passes to Reeves. James crowbars it in.
Like, at this point in time, you have to understand that if LeBron James is on the inside, he has so many ways to beat you. A little contact's not going to do anything.
Here's Holiday. It's hauled in by LeBron. Lakers have gone 6 of 11 from the floor. Over 50% shooting here in the second quarter. The lead now in single digits. And it's 6 points for Luka Doncic.
Oh, nice touch on Luka's mid-range there. The product of a lot of practice time and natural talent.
The shot by Holiday, no good. Lakers trail by 9.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, you don't have to be quick. You just have to be deliberate.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here.
Substitution on the court.
James finds Hachimura. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And pushing it up, here's Boston, and White slams it in.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
And so it's Boston. Their lead at 11 points to end the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Good to see you and welcome. A lopsided game through 2 quarters and a big deficit for the Los Angeles Lakers.
So far, this isn't a game they wanted to give their home crowd. They were looking very pedestrian out there. But there is time to turn this around. These fans...
And now as the regular... And that is a wrap.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Porzingis having a dominant impact in this game.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. Starting off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's 5. And in the front court, Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. Tatum gets it inside.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
And finished off by LeBron.
For such a big dude, all he needs is just a little bit of daylight, and LeBron is going to be hanging on that rim.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. Looking for a breather, and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Al Horford's checked in for the Celtics. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Boston. They're second in the conference and looking to finish strong heading into the playoffs.
And I think for Boston, they've been ruthless competitors all season long. I mean, they've assured themselves of plenty of home games in the postseason. Let's see if they can take advantage.
Inside, here's Porzingis. It's blocked, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And that block might serve as a spark for this team. We'll see if it can ignite them.
Brown wide open, he fires.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting 1 of the past 4 shots to fall.
Hands it from downtown. White's got the lead up to 14 now for the Celtics.
A fantastic passing big. Horford makes great decisions with the ball.
Hachimura with it, now guarded by Porzingis. Brown against LeBron. Brown the pass to Horford, and a dunk by Horford.
No chance to shut that one down. Horford's reach made that play unstoppable.
To the middle, here's Hayes. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. James has got 3 assists now in this one.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And there is a whistle, and that's going to go on Jackson Hayes. That is his first foul of the game. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. And they double up Brown. And finished off by Brown.
There's that leaping ability. Brown, he just gets up so easy.
Lakers trail by 16. RJ, we've seen multiple all-star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Well, to me, if you've got a finals MVP in your back pocket on your resume, you are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is that.
Second team.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Now here's Porzingis, covered by Hayes. Porzingis passes to Horford. Holiday surveying the floor. No good on the three.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, that's it right now. He's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
Here's Holiday. Hachimura grabs the miss. Hachimura's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. James gets inside and finishes.
When LeBron is being aggressive on offense, you got to make a change. You can't let him just have his way.
Shoots from the baseline. That's short off the rim.
Hey, look, I'm not going to lie here. That's a shot that he needs to be making. There are no excuses.
And he goes right over Jaylen Brown and slams it down.
And what an explosive finisher LeBron is, rocking the rim whenever he goes up like that.
Awesome display of athleticism captured by our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And with an update from the sideline, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express. They are, and not constantly compared to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Hachimura. Then for the Celtics, Hauser's checked in, and it's Pritchard in for White. Let's check in with David Aldridge for an injury update on Jason Tatum. David.
Hey guys, the Celtics head athletic trainer gave me an update, and this is an unfortunate injury and potentially devastating for them.
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And you never want to speculate. So it's nice for us, and especially his teammates, to get some facts.
Hayes the pass to Finney-Smith. Right block shot, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Jason Tatum, he's checked in for Boston.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Lakers trail by 12. To the paint. Some solid defense from Brown. The Celtics have gotten half their shots to drop in the second half up to this point, going 7 of 14. A shot by Pritchard, no good. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Brown drives in, and Brown throws it down.
Speed on display there from Brown. This man can turn on the jets. He has another gear.
And Los Angeles, guys, shooting has been great, up over 50%. In fact, 52%. And so Brown will bring it up for the Celtics. And he drives in, and then Brown with the dunk.
You see the confidence building in Brown offensively. First, it was taking over stretches. Now, it's taking over games.
Holiday against Reeves. Stolen by Holiday. Reeves with the rebound. Reeves has got his 6th rebound on the night.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now, a little bit in his head. Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Here's Tatum. The Lakers with the rebound. And they're staring at a sizable deficit.
And still within reach, though, that they don't have to rush things.
Here's Reeves. And it's rebounded by Drew Holiday. Boston's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game.
Team foul. Substitution on the court.
Up top, Brown. He's defended by Reeves. Tries it from 9. Brown, good. Brown's got 10 points in just the second half.
Ooh, he's earning his keep offensively, a key part of their winning effort at this point.
Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for Boston. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Back right. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. In it forward for him, it's James and Hachimura. Vincent is out there with Connect. And it's Finney Smith in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5. That one good for 2.
And making it look easy. LeBron overwhelms the defense inside.
And the call will be against Gabe Vincent. That is his first foul of the game. Boston making a switch here. Craig's checked in.
Celtics substitution, number 12, Torian.
Here's Cornette. Finney Smith defending. Inside. Here's Tatum. Up again. Great positioning on the putback.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Lays it up and banks it in.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
Boston leading by 17. To the inside. And the basket by Hauser.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Here's LeBron, and another basket for the Lakers.
Now understand this, when LeBron James entered into the league in 2003, that's when lots of players were actually taking mid-range jumpers.
Pritchard passes to Tatum. Here's Cornette. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Tatum's got 6 assists here tonight.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Hachimura, the rebound by the Celtics. Here's Pritchard, and he uses the glass on the layup. And the Celtics lead by 21.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they got to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
They double him with James. The 3 from Tatum. Good on the triple. Tatum's got 5 points in the quarter.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. group substitution here for the Lakers. Jackson Hayes, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. James comes in for Hachimura. Vanderbilt's checked in for Connect. And Alex Len subbed in for Gabe Vincent. Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. LeBron with it, picked up by Brown. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. And they're running. And finished off by Brown.
Nobody's going to catch Brown in the open court like that. Nobody.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. LeBron's got 16 here in the second half. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Boston. The three. No good on that one. For Los Angeles, they've gone 5 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter on a roll.
He's doing everything he can. If they want to win, others have to step up and provide some scoring.
And stolen by LeBron. Rebound, Boston. Tatum's got his 4th rebound in this one. And stolen by James. And it's good, 2 points. James has got 12 points now in the quarter.
Honestly, I feel so fortunate to be able to sit here and watch this because there are not many vintage performances by LeBron James left to go in his career.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Len. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Lakers trail by 18. James finds Len. Wants to get it to Tatum and does. A 3 ball. They get it back. And the dunk by Porzingis.
The height of Porzingis gives him an edge on that offensive glass, and he uses it.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Some changes for the Lakers. Hachimura, he's checked in for James. Austin Reeves comes in for Vanderbilt. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Len. Here's Reeves. And again, no good by the Lakers. Celtics leading by 20. 1:49 left here in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes down.
Oh, I love how committed Holiday is. Even with the contact, he finds a way to capitalize.
And so it looks like the Lakers will retain possession here. And a whole new group out on the floor for the Celtics. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter. James misses. Boston's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the third quarter. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
And the Celtics making a change here. Walsh is checked in.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for Boston.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And bragging rights between these teams were on the line today, and they put in some very good work to earn them.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Jaylen Brown.
I think people could learn a lot from how versatile he was in this one. Whatever the situation was, he found a way to be a difference maker.
46 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Pass to Craig. His first shot coming late, and it's Boston with another.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here are the Celtics with the ball. Here's Pritchard. Pass to Horford. And the dunk by Horford.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
All road wins. They're just so sweet. They're just so sweet. You know why? Because they are so hard to come by.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one to come in.